Welcome back to Do It All. Today, let's talk about excellence and mastery. What's one tiny skill that would make you unstoppable? I'm Gabriel, and I help thousands of people around the world with confidence and character, and I'd love to help you reach your potential. Let's jump into a poll for today on the topic of micromastery, which is focus short sprints, and how these are trending in learning and development, creator economies, and the workforce in general. Small, repeatable wins compound into big skill and confident gains. So when you work on something in small bits, each one of those builds your confidence. You learn from the last, and that helps you going forward. Let's talk about some quick tips here to work on your journey of mastery. So pick one micro skill and practice it each day, maybe 5, 10, or 15 minutes. Be consistent with that, and that will help you learn from the last mistakes and build on each day's progress and make something great out of it. While you do that, use a simple progress tracker and track just a few lines per day. Some examples are using your Notes app on your phone, maybe a progress tracker sheet, or even just voice memos. And what you want to do is take note of what didn't work for you and what worked for you, and make those notes so that when you go back and you look through your notes, you can really start to see a pattern of how to improve and build a strategy for your next sessions. The next tip is to request one specific piece of feedback each week. So find someone that you really trust, could be your colleague, your manager, maybe even a friend or a family member, and really listen to the feedback that they give you. Whether it's good or bad, it's something that you can grow from, and you want to use that to improve. And finally, repeat until a small win becomes routine. So data shows that anything that you do for about 62 days can become a habit. So what you want to do is use all of these tips here and practice a small bit per day. Reflect back on what you did that day. Take some notes in your progress tracker. Do that over and over again. Use the 1% rule constructively. And what I mean is, if you're doing 1% every day, you might be going up and going down and going up and going down, just plateauing, right? So what you want to do is practice at this task that you're doing, reflect back on what you did, figure out how you can improve that, and the next day, use those reflections and notes to improve the way you do it the next time. That way, you're not making the same mistakes, you're improving a little each day, and you're going to start having more wins, and that's going to really feel good. After a few of those, you can look back and you can really notice, wow, I've come pretty far on this. So next, let's talk about this quote. This is by author James Clear. Habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. So small actions accumulate into big outcomes. Consistency outperforms occasional intensity, and tiny wins build capability and confidence. When you make small actions, everyone knows that those build up into something else. But like I said a minute ago, what you want to do is make sure that each following action improves upon what you learned in the past. That way, you're making greater progress, and when you do this consistently, you're going to feel great about each of those small wins. Make sure you celebrate those, and that's going to build your confidence as you move forward. Micromastery focuses on short, repeatable skills. So in order to be good at something, you can't just go out there and try to play tennis and be the best tennis player all at once. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some patience and learning from your mistakes. But you can do that. So take daily, bite-sized practice, and that will reduce friction and boost your momentum. As you're tracking the progress, you'll notice how far you've come on your goal, and that will make the bigger goal more tangible. And then micro sprints are shareable and easy for audiences to try. And what that means is that you can be a leader in this, right? You're going to learn from these mistakes, you're going to learn from your wins, and you're going to become better at it. And what you want to do is help to teach others, give them a leg up. So when they do this task, they can go at it with the experience that you've gained and do even better. So if you're gaining if you have some positive wins from this talk, please consider joining the channel, following, becoming a subscriber, and also become a member at youtube.com/@letsgodoitall. The memberships start at just $2 a month, and these will help create more content that you and others can learn from. I also deliver exclusive perks per tier, so check those out. You'll be helping to create great new content and sustaining this channel. And the benefit is I'm actually giving 100% of those membership proceeds to breast cancer awareness during the month of October. And I have another charity for the month of November. So 100% of these new membership proceeds are going to go towards research and care and support. So that's my way of giving back, and a great way that you can support the channel, but also support a great cause at the same time. So let's talk about this topic a little bit more here. So the question of the poll is, what speeds skill growth the most? Tiny habits, currently at 29%, practice at 57%, feedback at 14%, and focus at 0%. Now, all of these answers were engineered. They're all correct, and it depends on how you work, your situation, or your experiences. Now, if you have an answer that doesn't fit into this, leave a comment below and tell us what that is. Also, share your story on your micro challenges, your mastery journey, and definitely someone else will learn from that and we'll help each other grow. If you have any questions, also, please jump in the live stream chat. I'm going to check right now to see if anyone's chimed in or is joining us. So thank you for coming into this stream today. It's great to see everyone here. Now let's keep going on this topic. With these polls and all of my content, I always give some statistics to kind of show the credibility of the material. So if you go into the comments, you'll find some links to these stats here. The first one is community experiments show micromastery sprints can boost engagement by around 40% for learning groups. So if you want to learn more about that, check out this link here, and you can find the data on that. Also, the next one is coverage of microhabits and microefficiencies increase in 2025 as self-optimization behaviors spike. So it's becoming more common these days for people to be interested in mastery and self and personal development. And we can see that trend in 2025. So if you'd like to learn more about that, check out this link here from The Guardian. And also, I want to highlight some amazing feedback given by a friend. I've removed her last name for privacy, but Kylie is a psychology professional, and she added this great insight, which I really love and I think you would find beneficial. Adaptability, not speed of movement, but speed of adjustment. Anyone can move fast, but few can pivot fast. Growth depends less on how quickly we act and more on how quickly we can learn, recalibrate, and try again. In behavioral psychology, adaptability is the ultimate multiplier. It strengthens emotional regulation, cognitive flexibility, and decision-making under stress. When you master adaptation, every failure becomes feedback instead of a defeat. So the real speed skill isn't execution, it's recovery. Think about that for a second. The faster we return to curiosity after discomfort, the faster we evolve. That's the kind of speed that sustains growth. I thought this feedback was just gold, and this is what you can get by joining in these communities and sharing your experience. You will learn from someone else, you'll learn from the post or from the short, and we will all lift each other up along this process. So this is a kind of great reflection you can find in this content, and I encourage you to add your own knowledge and wisdom here. So I'm going to check one more time. And I want to thank you again for joining this feed or this stream and sharing your experiences below. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask, or if you have any questions or comments later, leave those in the comments and I'll be sure to respond to each of them. So thank you again for joining in to this very interesting and helpful discussion about mastery. Remember our quick tips here. Join into all these discussions on our social platforms. Leave your comments. Please join, subscribe, and become a member. And thank you very much and have a great day. Let's go do it all.